Welcome to our show, Immigration Briefing. Today, we dive into the latest developments in Germany, where the conservative Christian Democrats, led by Friedrich Merz, are on the brink of victory in a parliamentary election. With rising concerns over immigration and a struggling economy, this election marks a significant shift in the political landscape, as voters seek change from the previous left-leaning government. In a gripping tale of survival, we explore the extraordinary journey of Hadi Nazari, who spent 13 harrowing days lost in Kosciuszko National Park. After becoming separated from his friends, Hadi faced dire circumstances, relying on his faith and resourcefulness to endure the elements and ultimately find his way back to safety. His story serves as a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. Lastly, we turn our attention to the concerns of Asian immigrants in Germany, who are wary of the potential backlash from the rising far-right sentiments. As they seek solidarity and support from progressive factions, the importance of youth engagement in shaping a more inclusive political landscape cannot be overstated. Please stay tuned for more detailed coverage on these captivating stories. New York Times. In a significant shift in Germany's political landscape, the recent parliamentary elections have positioned Friedrich Merz, leader of the centrist Christian Democrats, as the likely next chancellor. The election, prompted by the collapse of Chancellor Olaf Scholz's coalition, saw a remarkable voter turnout, the highest in decades, indicating a strong desire for change among the populace. Merz, a businessman with a tough stance on immigration and a promise to reduce taxes and regulations, aims to revitalize Germany's economy while asserting its leadership role in Europe amid the challenges posed by the new Trump administration. With the far-right Alternative for Germany party securing a surprising second place, Merz faces the challenge of forming a coalition, as he has ruled out partnering with them due to their extremist classification. New York Times. As the dust settles from the elections, Merz's path to governance appears fraught with complexity. While he has gained significant support, the rise of the far-right AfD, which garnered 19.5% of the vote, complicates coalition-building efforts. Merz's commitment to a strong European leadership, especially in response to Trump's unpredictable foreign policy, resonates with voters who are anxious about the future. His campaign, however, faced unexpected challenges, including allegations of foreign interference, which he condemned vehemently. With the political landscape shifting rapidly, the outcome of these elections could have lasting implications for Germany's role in Europe and its approach to immigration and economic policy. Australian Broadcasting Corporation. Hadi Nazari's harrowing tale of survival in the wilderness of Kosciuszko National Park captivates with its blend of resilience and faith. After getting lost during a hiking trip, Hadi faced 13 grueling days of isolation, relying on wild berries and sheer determination to stay alive. His experience included moments of despair, such as recording a farewell message to his family, believing he might not make it home. However, hope flickered when he spotted a hut, where he found food and shelter, rejuvenating his spirits. Ultimately, it was on the 13th day that he encountered a group of hikers, leading to his rescue. Hadi's journey not only highlights the importance of preparation in the wilderness but also underscores the deep connections to family and faith that sustained him through the ordeal, as he emerged grateful for life and eager to give back to the community that supported him during his darkest hours. Deutsche Welle reports on the growing anxiety among Asian immigrants in Germany as the nation approaches a pivotal election. With the far-right Alternative for Germany, AfD, party gaining momentum, many in the Asian community are apprehensive about a potential backlash against immigrants. They are hopeful that the younger generation of German voters will rally behind progressive parties to counter this trend. The political landscape is shifting dramatically, with the conservative Christian Democrats leading the polls and the Social Democrats facing potential catastrophic losses, which could mark a historic low for the party. In the lead-up to the election, key issues such as immigration and the economy have taken center stage, as highlighted by Deutsche Welle. Friedrich Merz, the chancellor candidate for the Christian Democratic Union, has criticized the previous coalition government for failing to address economic decline. With rising inflation and an energy crisis exacerbated by geopolitical tensions, the electorate is eager for change. The AfD's rise in popularity, particularly following a violent incident involving an asylum seeker, has shifted the focus onto immigration policies, prompting heated debates and demonstrations across the country as citizens express their concerns over the political direction. The New York Times shares the harrowing story of Artemis Ghassemzadeh, an Iranian Christian convert who fled her home country due to the severe repercussions of abandoning Islam. Her journey, marked by a desperate desire for freedom, led her to the United States, but she now finds herself in a migrant detention camp in Panama, uncertain of her future. Ghassemzadeh's experience underscores the perilous path many face in pursuit of religious freedom and safety, highlighting the broader challenges and risks associated with migration in the current political climate. New York Times, in a harrowing account from Panama, Iranian migrants trapped in a detention facility conveyed their desperate pleas for help through ingenious means, lipstick messages on windows and hidden phone communications. Among them was 27-year-old Artemis Ghasemzadeh, who boldly wrote "help" on a window, revealing the overwhelming fear that gripped them. These individuals were fleeing severe persecution in Iran, where converting to Christianity can lead to death. After illegally entering the U.S., they found themselves detained and subsequently deported to Panama, a country that has become a holding ground for many migrants from Afghanistan and China seeking asylum, only to face further uncertainty and danger. RFI, in the wake of a violent stabbing attack in Mulhouse, France, President Macron condemned the actions of the assailant, Brahim Abdessamd, as an Islamist terrorist act. The 37-year-old, already on a terrorism watch list, launched a brutal rampage that left one person dead and several others injured, including police officers. Witnesses recounted the chilling moments as Abdessamd shouted "Allahu Akbar" while attacking. This incident has reignited discussions about France's immigration policies, especially regarding the challenges of deporting individuals deemed security threats when their home countries refuse to accept them. The local community, shaken by the violence, has come together in solidarity, with vigils held for the victims and calls for heightened security measures. Toronto Star, in a significant push to support President Trump's immigration policies, Republican lawmakers across more than 20 states are introducing legislation that threatens local officials with lawsuits, fines, and even jail time for non-compliance with federal immigration laws. This move, aimed at dismantling sanctuary policies, has sparked fierce debate over the implications for local law enforcement and immigrant communities. Critics argue that such measures could instill fear among immigrants and hinder local police from effectively serving their communities. States like Georgia and Florida are leading the charge, with proposals that could impose severe penalties on officials who resist federal demands. As these laws progress, they raise urgent questions about the balance between enforcing immigration policy and protecting civil liberties, as well as the practical challenges of deporting individuals when their countries refuse to accept them back. The Independent paints a vivid picture of the allure and disillusionment surrounding the Australian dream for young Brits seeking a new life down under. As flights from the UK to Australia surge, driven by relaxed visa regulations and the promise of sun-soaked beaches, many embark on this journey believing they are stepping into paradise. For individuals like Antonia, a midwife from Manchester, Australia represents the epitome of a perfect lifestyle with its high wages, excellent healthcare, and outdoor culture. However, the reality often clashes with expectations. Newcomers face challenges such as culture shock, an expensive cost of living, and a lack of the vibrant arts scene they cherished back home. Many express feelings of regret, questioning whether the idyllic image of Australia is merely a mirage. The New York Times highlights the critical political landscape in Germany as voters head to the polls in a snap election that reflects the country's struggle for strong leadership amidst rising tensions with the United States and an authoritarian Russia. With Chancellor Olaf Scholz's coalition government collapsing, the Christian Democratic Union, led by Friedrich Merz, is expected to dominate the election, while the far-right Alternative for Germany party is poised for its best performance yet. The Social Democrats, once the ruling party, are anticipated to suffer their worst showing in decades, illustrating a significant shift in voter sentiment and the challenges faced by mainstream parties in addressing public dissatisfaction. Australian Broadcasting Corporation reports on the anxiety gripping the Pacific Islander diaspora in the United States as fears of deportation rise under the Trump administration's stringent immigration policies. Community leaders like Albius Latier urge caution, advising members not to self-incriminate when approached by immigration officials. The potential mass deportations threaten to overwhelm the already strained law enforcement and social systems in Pacific Island nations, which struggle to reintegrate deportees, many of whom have criminal records. As the threat of separation from family and community looms large, Pacific Islanders grapple with the harsh realities of U.S. immigration enforcement, prompting calls for greater cooperation among governments and community organizations to address the impending challenges. Associated Press, Hunter Schafer, the 26-year-old transgender star of Euphoria, recently shared her experience of receiving a male gender marker on her new passport, sparking a conversation about the ongoing challenges faced by trans individuals in the U.S. Schafer, who transitioned as a teenager, revealed that her original passport was stolen while filming in Spain, leading her to apply for a new one in Los Angeles. Despite having female markers on her previous documents, she was shocked to receive a passport that identified her as male, a situation exacerbated by a federal executive order that restricts gender markers on official documents. In a candid TikTok video, she expressed her desire to highlight the realities of trans existence, stating, "A letter and a passport can't change that," emphasizing her resilience and support from her community. Associated Press, in a harrowing account, a deportee from the U.S. described the dire conditions in a rural migrant camp in Panama, where she and others are being held after refusing to return to their home countries. Speaking anonymously due to safety concerns, the Chinese woman recounted the oppressive environment, where personal freedoms are severely restricted, and access to legal counsel is denied. The camp, located near the perilous Darien Gap, is part of a controversial arrangement with the Trump administration, which uses countries like Panama to temporarily detain deportees. Many migrants, fearing for their safety if returned, have been subjected to harsh treatment, with reports of being treated like prisoners. The situation has drawn international attention, as organizations seek to provide safe alternatives for those stranded in limbo. The Toronto Star, in a surprising political move, a petition calling for the revocation of Elon Musk's Canadian citizenship has gained significant traction, amassing over 34,000 signatures. Initiated by author Qualia Reid and sponsored by New Democratic MP Charlie Angus, the petition accuses Musk of actions that undermine Canada's national interests, particularly in light of his ties to the Trump administration. With threats of tariffs and comments about Canada potentially becoming the 51st state, many Canadians are expressing their discontent. The petition seeks to compel Prime Minister Justin Trudeau to take action against Musk, highlighting the growing unease surrounding foreign influence in Canadian politics. As the House of Commons prepares to reconvene, the fate of this petition remains to be seen, reflecting the heightened political climate in Canada. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.
Got a book so big and bright, open it and take a flight. Learn about the stars and sea. Everything is here for me. Flip the pages one by one. Knowledge under the sun. From dinosaurs to galaxies, a world of endless mysteries. Encyclopedia, yay. Facts and fun all day. From A to Z, let's see. Curious minds run free. Jump into the pages deep. Secrets that you want to keep. Time will fly and you will find magic lies in every line. Animals and history. Science full of mystery. Gotta read and gotta know. Watch our minds all start to grow. Encyclopedia, yay. Facts and fun all day. From A to Z, let's see. Curious minds run free, yeah. Jump into the pages deep. Secrets that you want to keep. Time will fly and you will find magic lies in every line. Science full of mystery.